Okay, everybody, we're going to help you prep for today's live broadcast at 11 a.m. It is Pete. It is September 12th, 2018, about 10 o'clock, about 1 hour away from the live stocks and play game. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run down the stocks that are in the game to help give you a little bit of a better chance to pick. I'm going to start out with Apple. We're going to do big picture. We're not so much going to look what's happening intraday because the higher time frames are everything. The higher time frames are what trigger the ideas. At least that's what it should do for a good trade. So short term, trading lower today, a little bit of a bull flag. I still like Apple coming into the day. This bull flag from yesterday, or last 5 days, still looks pretty good. Trading lower today, trading below the opening price. Short term from 10 to 11, you might be able to be shorting that in the morning game, but I still like it from the long side. So it really depends on, does this stock actually bottom out? So a little bit of a mixed picture there. In Apple, I still prefer it on the long side. Moving along to Amgen, inside day, holding above this resistance level here at $200. As long as it's over $200, we look good. Inside candle and another inside candle. I like it trading above 200 from the long side to be a buyer. Amazon, still love this on the long side. How could you not? I mean, the guy is just coming up with money every single day. You can see it's clearly trading from the open about half hour into the day. Over 2,000 would be a better trade as long as it's above yesterday's high, which you can see over here is 1,988.88. If it's above that level, I like it long, only above that level, but you got to get that pick in before 10:45 for the 11 o'clock game. AVGO, I do not see a edge here other than the fact that it's well offered, gap down, holding lower. So you can actually probably trade this as a short-term trade in this 15-minute game heading into the day. Next we have Boeing. I don't see any edge here in Boeing. I would probably not be in that one at all. Next moving on to Baidu, very tight, nothing going on here. I still would not be trading that other than the fact that maybe you can justify a 2-week selling spree here. We had a bullish U-turn that actually reversed. You would have expected it to follow through. It didn't. Tried pushing up, hit the resistance level, trading down. So maybe Baidu as a short-term trade coming into today. Next we have Caterpillar. Caterpillar keeps hanging out at this 142 level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row now if you include today that is closed above the open. I actually like this. If this is above this 142 level prior to 10:45, that's absolutely worth a shot to get long that stock ahead of that. CVX gap up in a bearish order flow long term going back to end of July, and actually one more day higher actually would have taken into resistance. So I kind of would stay away from this one. I don't see an edge. If it gets up to this level, I'd be looking to short it tomorrow, but nothing to do today in CVS. Deere, you can absolutely make a case for some bounces here based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 giant green candles. You can make a case for wanting to be long. Still an inside day from yesterday. I probably wouldn't touch this unless it was above the opening price heading into that time period. Facebook I actually had as a short sale coming into today. Big volume spike down and really good well-offered candles. Bear flag, looking for it to trade lower. Facebook is below the opening price. I would definitely be looking to short that. Goldman Sachs, you can see plenty of selling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row now below the opening price. Be looking to short sell that today. Home Depot, we actually have a nice gap here, another gap, and so far the gap's not holding. I would actually not be looking to trade this from the long side unless it got above 214. If at 10:45 the market is still weak, you can actually get this one as a very quick short sale. IBM looks very similar to the other stock that we were talking about before that looks like it broke out. This one's breaking above 142. Make this clear, there is zero long-term edge in this stock right now. You'd only be trading the last 2 days to be looking at on the long side. JP Morgan, not much of an edge there. Micron, this sector is actually pretty active. We got a gap down, another gap down. Probably a little bit oversold here. You might get a little bit of a bounce. If it starts trading below the open by 10:45, you can definitely get in there at that point. Netflix, actually, not much going on here. I mean, where are you going to say you're going to see the edge? You got longer term push down off of earnings, kind of a short covering bounce, now kind of in the middle of nowhere. I probably wouldn't get involved that heavily in Netflix right now. Yesterday was actually an interesting day that we called out because we had inside day, 3 inside days in a row, usually lead to good volatility. And in that first hour, we actually got a $10 move in the first hour. So make sure you get on the blog every day and look at those picks. NVIDIA, I was actually looking to see it hold this 268 level. Did not. Not a long-term bearish trade, but you can see here that we pushed up, failed, and now we're having a big negative day. As long as it's below 268, you could probably look at that one. On the short side as a seller, Roku, really strong. I still like this long despite the fact that it's trading negative right now. Let's see, Square. I would say we actually have 5 days of consolidation in Square right now. Probably not one that I'd be picking for today. We're basically between 87.50 and 92.50. Not much of an edge there unless it breaks out of that level. Next, we have Tesla, which is a mess, trading completely off of Elon Musk, but that's actually awesome for getting involved in the early games. So if he gives us some news or some more news today, get involved. Looks like we're having actually a bullish day today, and if it gets above 290 by 10:45, you can actually get involved in that. Twitter actually had some reasonably decent news today, but you can see it's coming on the heels of this, what I would call momentum move down, 3 days of consolidation. If we can trade below 30 and stay there by 10:45, I would prefer to be short Twitter for those games. UNH actually held this 260 level, which is what we were looking for it to hold yesterday, and we're trading above yesterday's high. Longer term bull, I would actually like to be long UNH to today's stock picks if it's above the opening price at 10:45, which is about 45 minutes from now. Next, we have Walmart. Not much going on in Walmart. I probably would not allocate any buying power there. And ExxonMobil, this sector has been pretty good. I like it long. Still have another dollar here, so I'd look to be long Exxon today as well. So there's my stock picks and the sides to be on between now and 10:45. We'll see you at the 11 o'clock game.